it going, Tony?
Good.
Good.
You?
That's going all right.
Good deal.
Okay, I'm calling the meeting up to order. Pledge allegiance. Joyce, you want to lead that?
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call.
Hartzell. Here. Hudson.
Here.
Halbert.
Here.
Bass.
All right, I want to amend the agenda approver. I want to amend that to take off number 11 and 12. Do I have a motion to amend
11
it?
and 13. 11 and 13.
Oh, 11 and 13.
I'll motion for that.
Thank you. Have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Against? Okay, now I want to approve the agenda.
Make a motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Against? Citizen participation. Anybody here like to talk to the board?
Yes, sir. Derek Sutton, 66 returns. I hate to beat a dead horse, but the parking on Green Street and now Washington, I have now lost half of my parking, which to me is discrimination against my business. So I would like to ask the council to reconsider the issue of parking on Green Street.
Okay, we've looked into it, but maybe our attorney can give us some good advice here later on. We can get with her and see if we can do anything. How's that?
That'll work for me. Thank you, sir.
Anyone else? Come on up, Dan.
First of all, I wanted to extend a thank you for the sign being placed on in front of trees over there for that parking situation. Now I have to get with the owner of that company over there and figure out why they're parking a great big box truck, which basically negates everything that we were trying to do. So, again, thank you, and we'll take that from
Thank you.
this direction. Thanks.
Anyone else here would like to speak to council?
We'll talk later.
Yes, I will.
Come on up.
Okay. My name is Dee Gregory, and I am the one that is going to maybe in the future be purchasing next to Mr. Sutton there. And as far as the parking, I just would like to put an extra plea in there to have that done, because with two businesses there rapidly, there will be no parking for my business, and there's no parking for me now, really, so I just,
Well, we're gonna see what we can do.
okay, thank you.
What if we made that street one way?
That's something we could discuss on.
Because it's the only street in the city that there's no parking at all.
We'll try to get, I'll get with Doug and we'll try to figure out something to make this work.
That would be great, thank you.
Anyone else? Seeing none, moving on. Vertical minutes of January 21st, 25. Do I have a motion to approve?
Make your motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Yes? Okay, we have executive session minutes from January 21st, 25.
Motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Yes? Bills to be paid. Have a motion.
Motion.
Second.
Have a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Yes? Budget reveals it in transfer through 12/31/24.
have a budget revision memo from myself to all of you. I ask that you approve the budget revisions as of 12/31/24. You're going, some of the major things that we're adjusting are revenues to account for water miscellaneous revenues. We're going to increase those by 32,000. There are some very small revenues. Some of the expenditures to account for, we're going to increase, there's salary increase to all public work laborers. There is an increase overtime pay in grounds and streets due to the winter weather, which is to be expected. But I did have to, make you all aware that due to the winter weather, we had to increase their overtime pay. Increase in salaries in natural gas department. Backup lift station for the sewer department, $7,500. Repairs to the bar screen at the treatment plant of $25,000. Increase in property insurance, cleanup at the Route 66 Visitor Center for $25,000. Filing cabinets for the court of $1,500. Max Drive project in the amount of $17,000. Increase funds spent on the dump trailer to $2,000 because that bid came in higher than expected. New transmission for electric truck was $6,662. Water tower maintenance increases of $6,000. Increase in advertising and tourism to $6,500. Arena improvements at Hood Park for $10,000. Engineering survey at Table Creek Park, $30,000, and very small expenditures. This is our second revision of this fiscal year. I'd like to say that we have gained positive ground in spending. Unfortunately, I cannot give that news. We have increased our spending by an additional $136,750 in the second quarter of this fiscal year. By adding in the playground equipment revision from the first quarter, I would like to revisit that revision. Increase spending by $567,572 in the first quarter of the fiscal year. With these revisions, we have increased spending over the original budget by $719,401. Originally, we expected to have a net income of $904,510. By the end of the fiscal year, after this revision, we are only expected to end this fiscal year with a net income of $185,109. So what do these figures tell us? Is that you are overspending in many areas of the city, and unfortunately, the time has come for you to begin looking to make some serious decisions. A budget document is an important thing to follow, and revisions should not have to be made unless it is something that cannot wait until the next fiscal year. The city of Cuba should not continue to be in a practice of utilizing their reserves and retained earnings to fund their fiscal budgets. This practice is not sustainable for the future of the city of Cuba. We need to better plan to utilize the resources that we have available each year. Finally, I will continue to stress controlling our costs without cutting the quality of services to your customer. And so in the report that's behind there, it shows, I've highlighted all of these revisions. There's 23 pages of them. And then I also updated your capital budget and listed, I will note that the bar screen replacement, we are splitting. We had did a possible rotor replacement at the treatment plant when we originally did the first budget, and Dave asked if we could utilize some of those fundings. So what we are doing is taking part of that budget and utilizing it in the bar screen replacement. So it's no additional cost. Does anyone have any questions?
Do I have a motion to approve?
This increase in salaries in natural gas department, what's that for?
It just means that they're over, I mean, you had 2 new employees, you were utilizing Jimmy for a while, for a few months, that added to the cost of the budget. With all that, it just increased and they're over we were at 60% of the fiscal year so far in January. And I looked at those numbers to get a more accurate picture of where we should be at, and so anything over that 60% mark, I just looked at where we should be at for the rest of the fiscal year. So, they needed to be increased in order to sustain the rest of the fiscal year.
Jimmy's done, right?
I don't know.
I don't,
He hasn't been back.
he hasn't, but Matt told me the other day he was gonna use him for something.
Well, we need, the gas committee probably needs to
What?
address that. I said the gas committee probably needs to address that, but,
Well, those guys are still trained, they don't have all the certifications and stuff yet, so I think he's still in on Jimmy for a little bit of assistance from time to time. He is dealing due to industry.
yeah.
But you can't start off the year at 904,000 and then go in 2 quarters and end up with 185,000. Before this fiscal year ends, you're going to end up in the reserve category, which is not sustainable for the end of this year. You cannot sustain this type of spending.
Thank you, Jennifer.
All right, do I have a motion to approve?
I'll make a motion to approve,
Second.
the budget revision.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Yes? Jennifer, thanks. All right, next is salary committee recommendation. Anybody have a recommendation?
We met last Friday, and, we, came with the conclusion that we're going to raise the starting, pay for the laborer's position to include, it'll include anybody that's full-time that's under this dollar amount. So it's like 4 or 5 people, I believe, at $20.50 an hour.
So your recommendation is gonna be
To raise, to raise,
how many up?
it's like 5 of them,
Public work labor, I have a list.
only the full-time employees.
Correct, that's what I have. I have, Marvin, Bryce, Matt, Robert, and Josh. That's 5.
And then Dawn and,
Leslie.
That was not what the motion
that's what
was.
that's what we discussed at the
Yes,
meeting.
You said public work laborers, that's not what they're classified.
And I also included those 2 girls.
Because it was
We
anybody,
did.
that's the new
That's our
starting thing.
recommendation.
That was not what your motion was.
He's making the motion now.
That's my motion.
Well, that's not budgeted in the new budget revisions.
You're not doing what we asked you to do, Jennifer.
I did.
You
Your
did.
motion was very
You
specific.
didn't. You were mad because we didn't give you the $60,000 raise
I called
that
Don
you wanted.
today and asked her what the
Did
motion
not-
read.
Did not do what we asked because we discussed it in the meeting, and that was our final statement was the 2 girls that was under the $20.50 as well as the ones in, Public Works.
No, there was no mention of the 2 girls in that meeting.
Yes, there was.
All right, we're not gonna argue about
So
this.
we would have to look at the minutes, we're not gonna sit here
No.
and go
We
over
got a
that.
motion?
Yes, that's my motion.
Discussion.
What do you think the ripple effect of this is going to be? Is there gonna be any laborers on the gas department go back to street?
It's only $20. They're making way
It's
more
only-
than that. We only brought
We
it
don't-
up to 20.
The gas department makes more than that,
Yes.
the laborers.
Yeah.
We're just raising these up because they can't find anybody to work.
They're gonna bring them up 2250.
Yeah, but if you're a gas laborer making $20.50, or you get to go work on the street department making $20.50, what says you're not gonna say, hey, I like my street job, it's a good job. You ain't gonna go back to
I
it.
understand that.
So, I'm not kicking the street department. I'm not giving people more money. But we're in the mid-year of a overspend each year. Is this the right time to move this many employees right away? Or can we just try to fix Bill's problem to get him a new street department guy? And then revisit all this at budget planning?
So you're gonna hire somebody higher than what we're paying people that are already here?
Well, I can tell you MoDOT hires are like $19.45 an hour, and they don't have paid pensions, and they don't have paid health insurance, so,
Do the
we're
people
not.
have to have a CDL to go to work?
No, you don't. Not at $19.45 an hour at MoDOT. So, and their 401k and health insurance like other employers,
So
so.
we need somebody with a CDL.
Well, if they don't have CDL, what are you gonna hire them at?
1950 if
19?
they didn't have a
$19.
CDL.
1950, yeah. And
So
then
you're saying
Motion here.
CDL at 2050 without a CDL at 1950?
For the first year, they, if they don't have it for the first year, they get 1950. They get $1 less because that will pay for their CDL.
Okay,
And then after they get the CDL, then we bump them to the.
here's what I really wanna know.
Yeah.
In this meeting, did our
Yeah.
bookkeeper say we can afford it?
She budgeted $60,000
Okay,
to give everybody a raise.
okay,
So we had the money for it.
you're not, okay.
We stayed way under that mark.
Well, I have a motion, do I have a second?
Second.
Take a roll call.
Bass,
Yes.
Howard,
Yes.
Hudson,
I gotta go no.
Pretzel.
Yes.
It passes. Now, I kind of would like to wait until the budget time to do any more raises, to see where we stand. Right now, I understand why we hired, we're not getting nobody, we need to bring up the starting pay. I agree with bringing up starting pay, 100%. So, I agree with bringing up the starting pay. But I'd like to now wait until budget time to do anything else. So we can have a lot of feedback, you know.
Yes.
Okay, moving on. Street Department labor for this and that.
I'd like to put out for, be allowed to put out to hire somebody. Again, you know, see if we get any new applicants.
So we gonna put it in the paper for a week or two, or you wanna go in-house only?
No, we need to go out in public for sure, for however long we need to do it. I mean, whatever you're set for, you know, I don't know what it is, 2 weeks or whatever it is, I don't know.
This
I'll make a motion that we go out, but we run internally and externally together.
Right. Or,
Well, I mean, we can get it online tomorrow, I assume, right? And then the paper won't be till,
It won't hit the paper until, Kevin, you're in December.
I'm always behind.
won't hit the paper till the 10th or 11th.
I said the 4th.
They just report.
Yeah, I can't get it to the paper until the 13th.
Our next meeting's on the 17th.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I don't care if it goes to the paper just 1 week, if it hits like social media and stuff for 2 weeks. I don't know what the effect would be, but I mean, that's you guys' decision.
I don't know, I'm hoping this will change so that we get a few more people.
If it don't hit the
So,
paper
I'd like
until
to-
the 13th, and we have a
Get some
council
answers.
meeting on the 18th, that's only gonna be a few days.
Right.
So I'm gonna say we run it until the 28th, whereas we can make a decision on the council meeting on the 4th of March. Would that timetable work for you?
Well, I don't think you're gonna get on before then, right? So,
Yeah, that's like
I mean,
the
that's
next
gonna be
meeting
about
after
the,
we get to meet.
yeah, because we can't make it by the next meeting, so it's
Yeah.
gonna have to go out to the
Mhm.
first meeting in March, right?
So, yeah, I say we run until Friday the 28th. That's my motion.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor? Yes?
Aye.
Okay, Bill.
When is that meeting? Is it gonna be that Tuesday? So am I just gonna have like 2 days to
That's,
interview and do it by then?
If you ain't got it ready, we'll push it off to the 18th. I mean, to make a decision, you know, by just saying we'll pull down the posting.
The posting.
Yeah, I mean, if you're not ready for a decision
Okay,
by that 4th, then we ain't gotta make a decision that day.
okay, all right.
Don't call them, if you get applications, call them and interview them as you get them.
Yeah.
If you want to.
Okay, I can do that, if I get them in, so that'll work. Great, thank you.
Department, bid for fencing at Paul Bryant lift station. Ready? You got one?
Yeah, you got it.
This shit.
That's it.
Okay. We have one bid from Alki fencing.
Yeah, it's already a budget item, we allowed 10,000, so, you know, the budget. Just need it approved.
Where's this at?
Fountain Hill High School baseball field.
Okay, you got anything?
It does, but it's old and it's not worth fixing. And it's got a big, retention basin down there, and if a kid gets in there and falls, there's no way to get out. So,
And I'll make a motion that we,
definitely need to get put up.
get this fence underway.
Have a second?
Second.
All in favor? Yes? Anything else?
I'm here to talk to Dave too about the Marsh Grant, see when they will make it.
Oh, yeah.
They have two bids. The one from Lewis is a factory over in town. Pretty much they can make it for half the price of the manufacturer, between half the price, and they get it to us sooner. It's kind of a major part we need for on the treatment plant.
Motion to get it from Lewis.
Which one you, what council like to pick? You got a recommendation of which one you want?
I would do Lewis.
I've already talked to David, yeah, Lewis is a definite choice. We got a motion, I'll second it.
All in favor? Yes? Anything else?
That's it.
Police chief report. No, wait, yeah, three police report.
Okay, once again, I don't have anything on the nuisance yet. We've had a few nuisances come into the office. We've kind of spread it around a little bit and trying to get some of those taken care of. I currently only have one there to take care of that just came in this week, so we'll be working on that. So we don't have really have a whole lot of complaints that I know of. I think a few have come in, but I've only seen one. So we're just trying to take care of them as they come in amongst them. So some of the officers kind of figure where they started on them and where they left off. So, but we'll get back to them. So, I know there was talk of the animal control working on nuisances, but I don't think he's quite ready for that role and a decision to make him a nuisance officer yet. So, and that's all I have on that. As far as the police department, everything's running good over there. And the animal control, our animal shelter, I do have a resignation from one of our animal care assistants. She did write down that her resignation is for May 11th. So, but based on her pregnancy, and that's the only reason she's resigning, is because she's pregnant. Her resignation could be sooner than that. We don't know. A few weeks earlier, 3 weeks, a month earlier, we're not sure. She knows for sure it's going to be that day if everything goes smooth. My question is do we have a recommendation of when we can rehire and post for her position? Do we do it sooner enough before she resigns and post and get someone there so we get her trained? And in case she just one day has to not show up because of her pregnancy. So when do we want to do that?
Do you like to do it right now, or?
When do you want to start? I mean, we don't want to hire somebody right now in February, do we?
But you could get the applicants now.
We could, but I need to know when do we want to do a hire.
May's a long ways away, so I would play it there and see what happens. If she says she's gonna work till May.
Well, that's her plan, but you know, anything changes.
Yeah, if it changes, then
That's
then you can.
something, so. I just want you guys to be aware that we might have to find someone fast sooner than
Let's say, if she goes out in April just because of pregnancy, you never know what's going to happen.
And then we have a hard time training
Yeah,
new ones.
they'll be here before we know.
Yeah, but
Therefore, we know, trust me.
I'll make a motion that while we're advertising for street, that we advertise for
Animal care assistant.
animal care assistant. And that way you'll get some applications in, and you'll know who to call and set up some interviews with. Hopefully we'll get some applications in.
Okay.
Maybe they'll have a job come May. I'll second it.
Or,
Second it.
or April.
All in favor?
And we're running it at the same time as the street money.
Yeah, same kind of
That's
street. Sorry.
okay.
But can we run the ad, and be taking applications without a deadline, just until positions for?
I can put it on there until positions fill, yeah.
Okay.
We have first and second, right? All in favor?
Aye.
Yes. Anything else, Doug?
That's all I
I
have.
got, are you working Friday?
Did you want to meet with them, Brian?
Yes, I do.
No. No, I'm working Friday.
Lenny, can you set up a police committee meeting for what time?
Friday,
Yep,
you off all day?
I'm on all day.
1 o'clock.
1 o'clock. 1 o'clock Friday at the police station. To discuss
Parking.
the parking on that street.
1 o'clock Friday?
1 o'clock Friday at the police station.
Mhm.
I won't be able to make it.
You won't be able to make it. Kevin, you can make it, can you?
I'll try. I'm not sure I'll make it.
Okay.
Okay.
Tony, can you make it?
Depends if I gotta go out and run a truck.
Yeah. Well, it's 1 o'clock. Your input's valuable, so,
I'll try.
okay.
Okay. That it?
Yep.
Doug? Thanks. Old and unfinished business. Joyce?
Nothing more than.
Tony?
I do not have anything.
Harold? Have any? Yeah?
So,
Lane?
We did have a resignation from the planning and zoning board, so we just
Yeah.
need to accept that.
We do have a resignation from Karen Groom, planning and zoning. I'm not too good at how to do this. Do I ask to accept it? Okay, do I have a motion to accept?
I hate to accept it, but yeah.
Karen Groom.
We will.
Have a second.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Yes?
Aye.
The ones that are resignated, there's nothing we can do about it. All right, now I have a second one. Rodney Neff put his resignation in for, what did he get for, till 20,
Effective February 28th.
February 20-something, 28?
28th.
28. Do I have a motion to accept that?
I will make a motion to accept it, but accept it immediately.
Motion to accept it immediately.
Yes.
Want to ask, can we do this?
Do that?
I would recommend you follow the date in his resignation letter rather than accept it immediately.
So you think we can do this?
I would recommend you follow the February 28th.
February 20th, okay?
That
That's
was
what I'll
on
do
my-
then.
All right, we're gonna move this for another one.
So what's your motion going to be now? Accept this
Motion to
resignation?
accept it.
Okay, can I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Against? All right, we accepted it. Ladies, have anything? I have nothing. I want to thank Citizen CQ. Motion to adjourn.
Hang on one second.
No.
Oh, what?
You didn't accept my motion for this resignation at first.
What is
I
that?
think Lane's, my animal care assistant.
Motion to accept it.
Here, what do we do?
For the animal control, animal care specialist.
What was
Oh,
the
we gotta have a motion, yeah, to accept that, don't
Oh,
we?
yeah, it was Zoe Lickletter. Lane had a copy of it. She forgot to accept her.
That's the motion I made. I mean, is there a motion to be made?
Motion.
Second.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Again. Okay, now, motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
Second.
No.
Second.